Strong as death, sweet as love, with the grace of a dove. Let me in your life.
Illicit dialect. Yo. Ancient spirits pay me visits when I spit, exhibit killer instinct. Illicit dialect decrypting hieroglyphics, distinctive from the most gifted mind. Silence turn to liquids when I turn up the heat with no assistance. Straight out the western hemisphere, fully get up to persevere. Blood drawn by the tip of my spear. My pen sheds tears, ceremonial scriptures. Pen and papyrus salute off the Richter scale. Sick brown male, your skin pale after gruesome details. Ancestral technique deep in my chromosomes. Get wealthy, you get thrown 6 feet deep. At least trying to get provolone. Astrology of the earliest times, praising the sun that sheds light on the wicked round sons, taking street fame acquired with guns. Spit like Bocadel, bars should be melting my gums. To be the iller colonist, conquering with journalistic pieces. For every continent, inherit the earth, reach the constellations and break free from the mind's incarceration. Dialect, motherfucker. Ancestral technique, beyond material that professors teach. Kill to be amongst the elite as I awake to war cries from my sleep. Ancestral technique, beyond material that professors teach. Kill to be amongst the elite as I awake to war cries from my sleep.
La muerte te visita, llega pero no me lleva, aunque la vida es más drama que una telenovela. Nervioso cuando me toca verla, ella negra perla es la que me consuela en la vida eterna. Entra letra, lengua suelta, siempre más cerca, complejas mis rimas enfermas, docenas, decenas, puras, oscuras esquemas, como siluetas, tiro como metralletas, horrores, rompiendo tendones, humo de los pulmones, vapores, olor a flores, para que el dolor explores, como el primer amor que te implore, que la de flores, arte, sangre en sacrificio, genocidio, delirio, fastidio, mendigo, vicio, deja claro como vidrio, música psicofísica sin medida, prácticas en tragedia en táctica, me chica, predica, fabrica, indígena, lírica, duplica tragedia bíblica, diseño nuestro testimonio, en mi portfolio odio, sodio, pandemonio, en el laboratorio nació mi genio, demonio, centro hecho de plutonio, quemando perdedores como un pinche crematorio.
Ancestral technique, beyond material that professors teach. Kill to be amongst the elite as I awake to war cries from my sleep. Ancestral technique, beyond material that professors teach. Kill to be amongst the elite as I awake to war cries from my sleep. The Jaguar night, enticed by the scent of fright, for the end of light, obsidian night, through your cellular light, colder than frostbite. My style's like many soft white.
Nothing blocks my sight, let the dark of night alight my strike, strike right, till I see the white device, bring up forth demise, tool sharpened to precise, glass slice, as the souls excel my might.
Artisan of war, hit hard, black tar, heroin bars, bone marrow dissolves, peril like a merciless pharaoh taking his fall, able to claw out your heart raw, evil spawn with the mic drawn, high caliber soul trafficker after a cold massacre, transfer you to hell's ambassador.
I explore the Boven slums, put the Coven probing sons, find the Coven probing blood when absorbing orbits from the morning sun. I start to mark a target, then honing when unloading, storming with no warning, flowing like I'm leaving bodies floating, floating.
Bullshit. You wanna work 10 fucking hours, you own nothing, you got nothing? You want a Chivano on every corner, man, looking after you, watching everything you do, everything you say, man? How'd you like it? They tell you all the time what to do, what to think, what to feel. Do you want to be like a cheap? Like all those other people, man? I don't have to listen to this bullshit. You wanna...
Man, I hold dear, wild oaks in the man. Whatever serpent sat, eagles will land. We carve into your chest to bring rain onto the land. For the dreams of the old Mexican man, I hold dear, wild oaks in the man. Whatever serpent sat, eagles will land. We carve into your chest to bring rain onto the land.
I could feel a man's heart pulsating in my hand and smell the fear coming out of sweat glands. Heavily drenched, the train came on, catching the scent from miles away. Your trance will decay, the coach is in display. The prophecies cause dismay, heads roll down my temple steps. Embrace worn death, never evade foreign threats like the oldest vets. My codices be the coldest yet. Blood and gore for these pawn garments torn, candles drawn. We was warned, but still had a thirst to strike upon all rivals. No recitals, vicious cycles astonished by no fictitious idols. Apply the dialect to the streets where apparitions weep in the terroristic creep. The illicit practitioner deeper than the naval fleet. My forefathers paved the way, sacrificed sleep, cultivated the seed of no retreat, passed down parables of no peace. Hate for the unknown is why we all hold heat.
The dreams of the old Mexican man I hold dear. Why don't you demand whatever serpent's at evils will land? We carve into your chest to bring rain onto the land. The dreams of the old Mexican man I hold dear. Why don't you demand whatever serpent's at evils will land? We carve into your chest to bring rain onto the land. In a state of mechanical tortures, a loss of burgundy liquids is a need by design to fulfill, compensate. Equilibrium warriors, a rise of the sun portrays and displays inhumane by horrendous scripture. Magnetic waves split your spine, separations of slaughter, malicious intents, primordial savagery, principles of death and earth and give birth to unrested white orbs creep for the sake of illicit, malevolent souls. In return for the sacred of soils, it occurs formally on the forces of a heavy build. Territorial structure, the shaking of the spear are bound to a position as a relief in the movement of the 90 degrees, which gives birth to the forests and trees. Naturally enchanted, conquer and establish, flashing ivory encrusted, haggly aggravated, constructed as an honorable tool.
Sacrificios con razones, pa' mi Dios los corazones, mis visiones corruptas, ambiciones oscuras, oraciones torturan el vivo, la travesura y el muerto en la sepultura. Mi fórmula estimula, la fortuna es pura, ruda, lectura dura, estructura de mi médula madura, miles de millones de neuronas y células nerviosas calcula, escucha lo que regula. Estoy entre su tumba, corazón de Moctezuma, como una águila, arriba el nopal y al lado de la tuna, a serpientes sacula porque me vuelo con la pluma, creando el sol y la luna, la nube se me ocurre, sangre escurre, arte es tu real, hambre inmortal, ¿qué tal? Entra al brutal, natal, ritual, ancestral, soy un caníbal, dándole final fatal a mi rival. Es vital el actual mal del jaguar, mi animal de espiritual, resucitando el arsenal del general. Pa'l idiota que explota y provoca, le toca otra derrota con mi nota, porque como el calendario azteca engravado en la roca, cargo cuchillo de sacrificio en la boca.
Soy rebelde porque el mundo me ha hecho así, porque nadie me ha tratado con amor, porque nadie me ha querido nunca oír.
I guess you could say my parents' minimal wage, infinite war wage, persuaded me to carry a blade with criminal ways. Drama dark in my day, semblance is cage, killers is praise, ice raid, skies gray. My time rage, define rage, take a gaze into a hoodlum's eyes. We institutionalize, despise the world, silence my cries, but the wrath capture the minds of children worldwide. Orphans in the street with little to eat, and who is to teach my sons in this cold globe full of deceit? If dads is locked, lose friends to random shots. I lose sleep when vandal thoughts, meth addicts, dead soldier ballads, a mother's anguish, vivid nightmares, bloody tears and night gas. Put it down, a G once told me we don't fight fair, we blasting at whoever might dare to diss the click. Intimate with a pistol grip, gat spit at your ligaments, candles is lit, fight for your life or your innocence. Sons of immigrants witnessing great conflict, shit was constant, peace was not an option. Judges will never understand concepts in the contents of the brown soul and mind. Nevertheless, I let my scrolls flow through time.
Soy rebelde porque el mundo me ha hecho así, porque nadie me ha tratado con amor, porque nadie me ha querido.
No se pierden fechas en la las letras hechas tras las rejas. Dicen que lo que siembras cosechas. Yo crecí entre elotes, lo que tiras regresa. Me convertí en un resorte. Niños con hambre, sin madre, sin padre, viven desmadre. Encito, grito, México lindo, solo muere cobardes. Ríos secos, pueblos hechos, desiertos, recuerdos viejos pa' los muertos. Escucha los consejos porque son reflejos en tu espejo. Mi tierra no la dejo lejos de mi pecho. Pa' los pobres el receso y pa' los ricos crece el peso. Aumentan secuestros, cabezas sin cuerpos, familiares buscando los restos. Dime cómo lo enfrento, si en los perdidos ya no hay regreso. Ya no hay regreso, ya no hay regreso. Cuando ensayo daño a gallos, Pidi tu Kaido, limpiándome las lágrimas con el paño del barrio. Porque rayos te engaño, si mi alma no gana nada. Granada convierte carne en mermelada. Historia cantada en una triste balada. Mala suerte porque la muerte me alcanza. Pensando en venganza cuando se cargan las cuadras. Por eso mi cuadra se queda armada como la leyenda de Mario Almada. Déjate de pendejadas, palabras de un ilegal con entrada negada. A las puertas cerradas las tumbo a patadas.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard life is but a dream, but mine is never serene. So I wake up with violent novels like prison routine. Dead immigrants floating down streams, doors kicked down by ICE teams. We used to carry blades to slice teens, inscribe teens on bus lines like true rap fiends that ignite green. From camps to halls to county walls, we built a brawl. Couldn't help it if I began to scrawl on my path to have tales to present to y'all. Deep scars, broken jaws, semi-drawn, Henny spilling on your boulevard. Or the brown wall caused by minds inclined to revenge. Fury is blind. At the time, fools scurry, but bullets end up burning they spine. In the land of lost tribes, I locked eyes with death. Cock non-stop, I was next to be dry 6 feet in depth. Another tragedy in the west, with my dogs retaliating, cats blazing, placing your brains on vandalized pavement and rearranging your facial features through it all. This life's been my biggest teacher. This life's a test before the soul leaves the flesh. My hieroglyphs is all that's left. We old vandals with no regrets, outlasting any mark of strength. My crime long bleeds to death. Yeah.
My vandalism coming through with proper incisions. Made it my motive to go writing and always be consistent. Whether a blade or up inscribed, rain, shine or snow, I'm still annoying just like a fucking mole. Getting to the core. And I've been here for ages, disintegrating all just like H9X. Who's next? My shit's always laced with finesse. Accuse one from that LAPD mob. Lyrically, I'm inclined to go and dissolve them all. Still standing strong, leaving the masses in awe. Felony cases, our loved ones' houses getting raided. Took to the streets and got my education. Carefully crafted from the slums of downtown to West Los Angeles, where shit be going down. I'm a motherfucking vandal, I'm a fucking street king. A few words to describe me as motherfucker, I win. Should've stumbled, but nah, I'll never fall. Looking for glitches in my posse, you won't find a flaw. Multi-dimension, freeways, buses, and walls was where I was freshest, the magnificent 7. Act like you know, looking please no copy. Been here forever and we still out here rocking.
This life's a test before the soul leaves the flesh. My hieroglyphs is all that's left. We old vandals with no regrets, outlasting any mark of strength. My crime long bleeds to death. Yeah.
Shout out to all my vandals. West Lopes, check it. Check it, boosting spray cans with 3 strapped on the waistband. Flat black Krylons, 3 deep in the gray van. Pockets full of contraband, me and my clan. Blueprints laid out, time to devise a plan. Alley cats with fat caps, putting names up on the map. Masterpiece created with leftover scraps, arts and crafts. Probably catch a felony, secret identity. Backpack stacked with slabs of war-style weaponry. City streets infected like disease beats. Police and SWAT meets, mobbing with markers and streaks. Los Angeles vandalists in the city of the scandalous. The visual analyst puffing on the finest cannabis. Dropping styles, but you can't stop me. Original ain't no copy. Bombing worldwide Nagasaki. Rolling streets with my posse, getting chased like paparazzi. We on point and never sloppy. Never sloppy.
This life's a test before the soul leaves the flesh. My hieroglyphs is all that's left. We all vandals with no regrets, outlasting any mark of strength. My cry long bleeds to death. Yeah, yeah.
Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. On prison tears. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. What you fear. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. Sit back, listen, and analyze. All I hear. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. On prison tears. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. What you fear. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. Sit back, listen, and analyze. K57.
Close quarter combat, non-radio killer, Cali dream killers. Hence I spread forth with familiar, subjective interwoven language. I'm the real meaning of MCing. I'm king cause in the land of the lost. I spread disease, infinite Fahrenheit. I slow burn infinitely to a higher degree. My brain functions steadily through LA smoke, sort the blue skies into the Arabian Nights. I'm off to Italy, omnipresent exclusively. My kingdom reigned above supreme spine, lost all fucking function. You dumb fuck, you dumb as fuck. Never interrupt when the master slave the king's throne. You asked out, I don't condone your bad luck. Run up on your favorite radio DJ and we gon' fuck his ass up. Because ain't no one in dealing with the realest paintings dredging Mexico's blood battalions. It's in the history, nigga. Moments so over, flashing fast among the limits. Press pass at the pad where I started and worked wonders. Even though full time nobody listened, I walk a dream, venomous to my enemies. A war path warped into unfamiliar families. Equipped along with backpacks to avoid the detection that constantly takes our devotion into a whirling pool of injustice and hate. I fucking growl like a mutt, not knowing my fate or any recollection of my aboriginal ancestry. I am 101% to the max, to the fullest, to indecisive and cognitive insanity. Imagining that we all won at the end of eternal old worker time to the billions of people planted eventually. A vote becomes a tree. Evolution and a seed. K57, my fucking budget just started busting.
All I hear. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. On prison tears. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. What you fear. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. Sit back, listen, and analyze. All I hear. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. On prison tears. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. What you fear. Voices of lost tribes that study the skies. Sit back, listen, and analyze.
Planets align, study your time. 13 deities to the new cycle. Conceiving ancient rhyme, war cries, look to the skies. Shed blood for sunshine, fortify my tribe with sophisticated exercise. To stare into the eyes of my rival. My training is essential for survival. I skin jaguars and drag carcasses. Blood offerings, the offspring of natives and conquerors. Novelists call upon the gods, tribal arsonists. With visions of Aslan, carry the baton and think beyond the body or life. We live till the physical is gone. Is my dog wrong for peyote hits? Predict life in the dark abyss, cease to exist. Restless souls drift through the boulevard where the mind and body lay stiff. Acknowledge death, lighting incense at the altar of my ancient. Fragrant smoke had my eyes gazing, shaman observations. Conversations with late greatness, aging going beyond celestial planes in 2 paces. At the apex of revelation, indigenous proclamation. Open your mind like hollow tip penetration.
You walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one. It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach to the destruction of human freedom. But like every one of the superstates that preceded it, it has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
Just the thought of brothers buried down for a better life. Thousands of crosses ignite, fire within. Like a poltergeist, souls walk the borderlines, haunted nights. Fuck your ice, and the groupies that got you hype. Jaguar night, blood type combust, brain tissue like Israeli missile strikes. Equipped to hit them with the rhythm, split any living organism with the illa defense mechanism. The visions of shot collars in prison. Rides my pen scripting, your spirit go left drifting in the physical realm. Cocaine trails and digital scales. Tribal rituals and hell the bullets for the frail. You can either fail or prevail, trying to fulfill the immigrant's dream. My ancestors' gene is math and science. Calculate the time and speed of a shot through a sniper's iris. Sick as typhus, leaving your camp lifeless.
I never take the time to think, cause the sniper lens never blink. I'm a brute, take a swing, so my eye invest. A bash around fast, sip tequila from a glass. Poet on my wounds, draining down to hear my bruise. I leave the footprints on my boots on the passage through the American land. I run down the path with unexplainable wrath. Just on the face, the aftermath. Fuck time, I'm overlapping the hourglass. I sharpen my axe, I leave inside your field, similar to concentration camps. It's the brown skin and flesh, mind the blood of a cyber tech. We desire to wreck, head slit, leaping down the temple steps. I can bleed without my side, murder weapon on my side. When I recline, I lick the tip of the spear and penetrate your spine. In front lines, I'm running with enlisted warriors, looking like a tribe with concealed identities. I'm carrying on my father's destiny and my mother's hopes and thoughts. Service hidden down your block. In the back of my mind, I know I'm living the line, searching for something to feel. Feel my mother's pain, I know the struggle is real. The food up on my plate isn't enough for my hunger. Life's a bitch, so I say fuck her like I never loved her. Check the dialect, motherfucker.
From across the border, disorders of the New World Order, drug and weapon importers, cartel slaughters causing horrors. Gun battles lasted for hours. Golden said decapitated bodies, leaking blood to water the flowers. Organized criminal groups, army fatigue like military troops, armed ready to shoot, searching for loot. Mexico's most powerful syndicate, building dawn mansions, replicating ancient high priest pyramids, trafficking lords, creating walls, gaining more dominance. Elite carcasses buried inside golden sarcophagus. Heads get dismembered, executioners with tempers, cowards choose to surrender, control the globalist agendas. Brutal tactics, ransom captives on La Frontera. Journalists witness business through the reign of terror. Sophisticated and dangerous organization, known for kidnaps, extortion, torture, assassinations. What is it?
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by. Battle control terminated. Mission accomplished. Objective complete. Primary objective achieved.
Ayo, strategic, ancient pyramids in Egypt. Government kept secrets on ways to reach achievement. Scientific experiments to reach excellence. Destroy the evidence in the book of Genesis. Various religions, handcuffed, mental prison. Soul split from your body through worldwide division. Politicians condition your mind like television. Controlling millions, villains rank high positions. Government officials, nuclear bombs and missiles. No smoke signals, just money, greed, and pistols. Can't defeat the system. Communism, exorcism. World top military expertise in terrorism. God bless America, the land of the free. You can have anything for a phenomenal fee. You can trade your soul for gold, keep your mouth closed. What you see is what you get, and you ain't seen nothing yet. Gives a paying debt to keep that last breath. Time to meet your death, so go and write that last check.
AKADEMEX, dialect, bitch. Yo, resurrect fallen empires through the dialect. Watch riot effect, felony prize, job just a minor offense. MCs tire and rest, the high priest pry the fucking heart on your chest. Dissect, separate the soul from the flesh. Bone threads, money tight like the noose on Saddam's neck. Homeless Vietnam vets, the right to bear arms, yeah. You get napalm, they put the blame on Islam, can't forget. AS is the reason why semi-automatics leaving nothing breathing in a place of teaching turn to a cold murderous region. What you saw fiction, just wait till I develop a dangerous form of autism and snip that salt, pop the salt off, start friction with the law, biting off as his arm off and start ripping into his face. This took place in a shaman's prediction. I spit this vicious, the script illicit than the smallpox sickness, so bear witness.
Desaparecete, la noche está intoxicada. Sale la luna y te traga. La furia ya está activada. Los terremotos bailan. El momento violento perfecto es este momento. En cualquier dirección me manifiesto, desfigurando, torturando. Ignorantes, intrusos a lo bruto. Vengo de los cosmos, exploto tu trono. Las constelaciones se comunican con las pirámides. Rituales de naves espaciales, navegando, visitando. Seres extraños nos están clonando, estudiando. Los estoy esperando, están listos para aterrizar.
Sitting on top of clouds, infested by the mist, at the resurrection from the abyss. I show you what the wisdom is. Let the high priest sacrifice on top of pyramids for the rise of sons and all the witnesses. Witness this, effervescent with the definite, intricate, syndicate, intimate. When the blade is digging into him, what's more in store is pain. Of course, when war is waged, the war will break. So I'm forced to push that foreign cane. Fuck the fame, I retain and gain my claim. Then maintain the reign to taint your saints. I'm heaven sent, it's evident to reverent. My element is temperament, flesh to excrement. I'm blessed with this, pestilence, mark for excellence. My best defense is test your mess with testament.
Indigent villager, turned intellectual, break mind from Mexico. I wanna obtain the intellect up beneath the hardest, the heart of Zapata, wear shots of agave. Have my literary piece last for centuries. Material that professors teach, deep roots, beautiful origins. Studied by 4 men, defend my ground, violent like torn winds, full throttle. Hostile behind these bars like the gang module. With broad-headed role models, flow like the Rio Bravo. Rather die than live and grovel. The boulevard's apostle, outshine Virgin Mary shrines. No silence for dimes come across colossal minds that beat the wicked Angelino. Mexicution estilo deeper than heroin needles. Inventing bambinos from Pico to the streets del Distrito Federal. Yo los miro.
Queda solo el silencio. Queda solo el silencio.
Dismay, face to face I grace the trace and lay it down in the darkest place like I train in space. Brain contains untamed rage since my fall from grace. In pace, I race the taste of razor blades as I embrace, pay my grace, crazy traces strange. Betrayed, but forgotten in an even exchange. Arrange to gain the range stage on a page. Even heathen pledge allegiance to evil teachings, a deepest within. Scheming releases, it said my thesis. Rest and live the very pieces, teaches deceiving diseases. As your belief in Jesus increases, preaches of pieces, streets in his speeches, preaches. As far as our voices reaches, the frequency of my frequent sequence, these imprints, ill soft and skulls like infants. For real, there's no belief like Indians. Watch the hardest men ascend the descent, beginning pre-Columbian artisan. To the underground, your heart descends when I pull my arm out your abdomen.
Queda solo el silencio. Queda solo el silencio.
Aprende de este confrontamiento frente a frente, yo te reto. Si lo sientes, vente, entro como animal silvestre. Es el papel de tercer mundo, poder profundo, te tumbo. En este asunto soy un ser astuto, escupo oscuro, torturo cuando educo, ejecuto lo acto bruto. En un minuto, puto, tú y tu grupo no están en mi sistema como Pluto. Soy adulto, si con pistola te apunto, te hundo, duermes junto a un difunto. Es irónico que si me la debes, cuando pego pierdes, pero al último yo te debo como el viernes. Respondo como terremotos, dejando terrenos en tinieblas. Y cuando llego hasta los perros más bravos tiemblan. Sino como yo te devoro como mi tierra, al halcón de la sierra. Paz y amor para el que se muera por mi bandera. El tiempo no espera, sur de la frontera. En la era de la guerra te convierto en calavera. Déjame desahogo, apoyo de Goyo cuando desarrollo como la tormenta Águila en Guatemala. Te dejo en hoyo, cuando entro dejo caras pálidas, escribiendo pura calidad y lágrimas entre las rayas de estas páginas. Bajo tierra como pala, plomo pega cala, varias baladas. Es como los ángeles agarran las alas, es más como mi estilo. No habrá paz como un arco corridos al plomo del último tiro.
Apuntando notas, orígenes del Olmeca, leyenda de Joaquín Murrieta. La meta del sistema es obtener mi cabeza, lee mi libreta sagrada. La pluma es mi espada, soldados fallecidos en mis baladas. Sangre y lágrimas caen como granada en cada párrafo. Perspectiva intoxicada con sativa y corona alada. Las plagas de Moisés a toda tu armada, escribiendo como veterano encarcelado. Al cruzar el otro lado, el futuro está en las manos. Fracasos o dólares americanos, tú escoge la victoria o los malos pasos.
Bajamos la mirada, pues ya no queda nada de qué hablar, nada. Solo quedan las ganas de llorar.
My whole existence written, fitting in between lines like prison encryptions. Hood friction, bullets sinking deep in the souls. Behold the brown complexion, focus on the epidermis. Thorough inspection, heat at your midsection. 25 to life, lethal injection. Train canines, narcotics detection. People without water and rest and war protection. Should I choose prayer or Glocks to go through your crew? And y'all ain't seen no parts of the streets. Never beef with a cripple of blood, y'all barking is cheap. The best got chopped out with grief and brew pulled out for weeks. We roll deep, my foes defeat on repeat. I leak blood and invaded police. Listen when the OG speech told me to stay poised on this cold concrete, cause them fools gon' creep and draw heat. Yellow tape, separate the authentic from the fake. Hood incinerates and educates. Best to soak a game or get soaked and slain. Y'all flesh roast, simple and plain.
Yeah, let me take you on a vision like a witch doctor. A Mexican roster beating the ears up like a spit boxer. Couple of jabs and I got ya. Knees buckling like Cook squiggly pasta. But I hope I don't spot ya. If I do, I'm cutting your head off quicker than jumping off wrong out of a helicopter. You'll get mopped up. Buckets of blood on the streets from late night freaks and flashy imposters. Even the natives watch they back, cause ain't no telling what these fiends will do to get their hands up on some smack. Shit's whack. Drugs infect generations, change the way they act. We got the government to thank for that. The sun is out, but it's always too hot to relax. Conceive from them straps will sizzle you up in your body fast. In fact, you can be dead in one attack. Whether from east or the west side, you gone if you don't react.
Yellow tape, separate the authentic from the fake. Hood incinerates and educates. Best to soak a game or get soaked and slain. Y'all flesh roast, simple and plain. In and out the county blues, y'all ain't paid no dues. I've been born since my dogs was dropping crews. And throw your corny shit and store for views. From the era where kids will pack a mean gat and they eat pack, no squad, just terror. Make you lean back, fuck your feedback. West side, crack your kneecaps, fiends will relapse the way I heat that. Dialect in the Pyrex, poverty breeds violence. Disease spread through your sector like a virus.
Under the eye of Osiris, ghetto 5 street tyrants, prophesizing destiny written on our papyrus. Mad coke to go around and fuck up your sinus. Kids carry heat but can't tell apart addition and minus. Scared of life, running home for their blankets like Linus. Bow down to the set like you facing the highness. These cactuses always cope with the dryness.
Yellow tape, separate the authentic from the fake. Hood incinerates and educates. Best to soak a game or get soaked and slain. Y'all flesh roast, simple and plain. Shit. Yo. Ideology, Zapata philosophy, body rap anomalies, commonly pull the pen out the armory, speak Socrates, victory's mine, in your rapid decline, burn your holiest shrine, brutal bomber, chica design, prismatic blades to your tattered frame, douse your flame, this the house of pain, ancestral technique, carved deep in your physique, in the yard or in the street, deceased, honored for a week, then forgotten, blocking out the weak, tops are leaking, swags obsolete in blocks with G's, cocking back the heat, beats stumped through freeways, semi-auto tunes, no T-Pain. West Lows have your whole fucking team slain.
What you rappers rap? Dialect, dialect. Check out the brown threat. Dialect, dialect. Top of the temple steps. Dialect, dialect. Terrorize you. Wake up in a cold sweat. Fuck what you rappers rap. Dialect, dialect. Check out the brown threat. Dialect, dialect. Top of the temple steps. Dialect, dialect. Terrorize you. Wake up in a cold sweat.
Even when your style is dead and examined, I open up your casket, grab it, soul and bash it with the mic I rap with. All chains is plastic, on tames I claim are ratchets. The dialect language is bringing damage to the planet. It flows it can never imagine. Modern day rappers dressed with fashion more than faggots. I terrorize like the Mansons. Money rhymes don't apply. I was inspired by live lyricists. Appearances isn't required. And the 4 elements, y'all sign it too delicate. Following the devil's way, the hunger for my prey embedded in my DNA. Equipped and illicit, it's like a spear to the base. Recognize the difference from the real when the fucking fake. Classic hits is never replaced. Revoking season any occasion. Cause my temper got no patience to tolerate the fakeness. I put you to sleep like heavy medication. I make writing utensils be vicious and leave instrumentals in critical condition. I goes a straight cognac till it blurs my vision. That's when my pen in prison's written words in my composition. That's causing terrorism up the West Division. West Division, West Division.
Fuck what you rappers rap. Dialect, dialect. Check out the brown threat. Dialect, dialect. Top of the temple steps. Dialect, dialect. Terrorize you. Wake up in a cold sweat. Fuck what you rappers rap. Dialect, dialect. Check out the brown threat. Dialect, dialect. Top of the temple steps. Dialect, dialect. Terrorize you. Wake up in a cold sweat. I was born in a desolate wasteland where the desert will take fam and blood measures will taint sand. Cause the devil has changed, man. These swag kids seem to hold no substance. I'm rapping acid past these flaccid masses. Access the fundamentals of the old days and practice experimental foretaste. The fact is, my mental fortress is scorching all this extortion with torturous conjurance. I'm pondering what the poacher is offering. Approaching and altering confidence, sculpting a novelist to spit the culture with dominance. I put the artist in harness and heart within. Starving for carnage, metal bars polish won't tarnish. Carving comments and coffins, I'm armed with demonic sonics. Harmonic rawness, harmonic optics popping from my sockets. Nothing's changed, I'm still tactical, then systematical. Manifolds, catapults at your throat through this radical, adaptable, mandible. I say fuck your fantasies and fake beliefs. I'm the galaxies designing tapestries, bringing travesties to majesties.
Llegaste justo cuando menos te esperaba y te fuiste sin decirme ni siquiera adiós. Me di cuenta que sin ti no podría ser yo nadie. Si me faltas tú, mi amor, ¿para qué vivir?
Yeah. AR 15 versus West Low, you know what I'm saying? South Bay, West Side. Hey yo, brown ghetto war survivors. Shit is lava on my side. West Siders, clap you red tinted Hondas. Regulate imposters, shots of goose. Shots violate the truce and stoop root. Move like a mute. Beef cooks all year round. You mausoleum bound. My tri spits fatal. Rep the West of Los Angeles. Brown pine lyricist. As spirits lift, I feel the tension. Life threatening like a precise weapon. Behind bars where the temple strengthens. Minds contested like the incense. Blood is crimson. Browns in prison. The Fahrenheit has risen. I live the dishes. A hood affliction. In the blink of an eye. He was riddled with live ammunition. The script's poverty-stricken, not to be slipping, conjuring visions of VI General Gotcha division under submission. Bitch, I'm trained for this terrain, like ex-militaries moving cane. I was born to be a Mexican Don, mafioso, kill any fucking beat that I'm on. I was born to be a Mexican Don, mafioso, kill any fucking beat that I'm on.
Definition of a rebel, half God and half devil, and I roll with pistoletto, holding heat to form a medal. Never settle for that petty shit, status is benevolent. What you say's irrelevant, I'm sick and need some medicine. Drink it up in OD, I'm sick of being low key. If I get the hell, I beat the devil till his nose bleed. Murder him and make it mine, I'm sicker than the Taliban. I'm the combination of Martin Luther and young Saddam. Hussein, I'm playing, my lyrics causing mayhem. Tell me who your top 10 rappers so I can slay them. With the power of Zeus and 1,000 recruits. Modern day mafioso rockin' Timberland boots. I'm about to shoot a politician, my trigger fingers itch. Cause I ain't got no fucking food up in my mama kitchen. And that ain't cool, I'm just robbing to eat. It's survival of the fittest when you live in the street. It's Vic, nigga.
I was born to be a Mexican Don, mafioso, kill any fucking beat that I'm on. I was born to be a Mexican Don, mafioso, kill any fucking beat that I'm on.
Solo voy a hacer una cosa por ustedes. Su muerte será rápida. Muerto para tu gente. Muerto para los gringos. Solo eres un cadáver que respira.
Coming out those west blocks where the best can get dropped. Rep to my flesh rhymes, flesh dots and boss. Send cops, give a fuck less, I've been locked. Mothers in shock, cause they babies been shot. Feel my pain and endeavors. This that hoodie over new era. Street terror, act a fool like Bam Margera. In my mind, I build empires, one big stone at a time. While starving MCs, uploading they rhymes. Sting like a bee, float like I'm high. Off the most potent trees, just trying to get by like Quali. Rivals collide, you warriors rise. Your brigade, dope like an ounce of yay. I'm 16 kilos in the door panels, equipped like aerosol vandals, ill tales of brown males that unload ammo representing downtown of Venice, buildings with immigrant tenants, GTAs and 211s, gang unit and lieutenant, judges condemning defendants to a life sentence. Stay attentive, whether no hands landed or apprehended. It's the streets academics, so learn something.
Dialects high tech. Dialects high tech. Dialects high tech. Reliable. Dressed in flesh, I'm just fresh. Other rappers testify to me.
When I'm going honor me by my ideology, I'm my father's seed, born to deed, cities under siege. I got that shit you've never seen. I'll teach your face up like my yappies, Rudy Eugene. If you test my temper, had the protector, enter at the beast when I enter. As Vlad the Impaler, Undertaker, make your wager against my difficult taper. Surrender with my tailor-made blade. Taste your pain, vain, they the maintain. Prepare the same pain that Mexico under the reign of Spain. Never submissive when freedom's at a distance. For instance, affliction, check the ballistics. Out comes the animalistics. I grew up with hood idols more than homicidal titles. Hypos holding rifles. Survival means gunning down their rivals. Candles after scandals, recitals, reading scriptures from the Bible. But lost hope in his arrival. Turn to war, spears to vital. Slum disciple back to tribal warriors. Glory is the only thing that worries us. Ancient enlightened scrolls spoken in tongues, restoring the sun by the sacred pouring of blood, which is what our soil sustained with. Written in the pages of the city's pavement. Turn to error, urban terror spread through the system like a serpent's venom. Learn no better, heard in sever, writing manuscripts in ink and vellum. Trying to beat the darkness without hope, like a mother crying to a fallen carcass, fiending for some dope.
Spitting dialect, spitting dialect, spitting dialect.
That old feel, you know? Yeah. Yeah, hey yo. Take a gaze at the constellations. Warrior burial ground shaking. A brown soul departs, thoughts of retaliation. With a colder heart than hail lacerations. Only through illegal means am I hand alive. Infinite tears from my mother's eyes never seem to dry, though the temperatures rise. With a pen I'm supplied to write eloquent lines. The outcome of immigrant struggles. Last warriors that emerged from the rubble of fallen empires. Acknowledged by Spanish fries. Punished for defiance. Supply the Gaias with Mexica signs. Bloodshed to fill rivers up. Tequila to fill my liver up. Look down on the abbot, what's left. Menaces die for street rep. And seal it in a deep text. Will you be deaf when the beats bless the blind? When you meet death, or plain dumb to understand the uniqueness. Astronomer immersed in my research.
Converse with the universe.
Like the first ancestors that reigned the earth.
Now cats burst over some dirt.
Thoughts of streetwise analyze with my mind's eye.
As my physical dies, I watch my soul rise.
Stars in the sky
harmonize with ancient times. Historical analysis of ancient palaces. I see war story encrypted hieroglyphical languages. These sacrificial practices praise like holy sacraments. It's the beat catalyst, inspired street graduate. Sacred numbers studied like earth inhabitants. Blazing up in cannabis, this world so blasphemous. In a state of depression, I channel thoughts of my aggression, finding answers to my fucking questions like who's God and what's a blessing. Another lesson, mind's attention stimulated through my comprehension. If I'm stressing, I ease tension. Swallowed pride is bad digestion. Your intestines tangled up in every direction, looking for ascension through my resurrection. These projections got me living dream like it's inception. As I grow older, I maintain my composure. These vivid grown thoughts in the eye of the beholder. These vivid grown thoughts in the eye of the beholder.
Astronomer immersed in my research.
Converse with the universe.
Like the first ancestors that reigned the earth.
Now cats burst over some dirt.
Thoughts of streetwise analyze with my mind's eye.
As my physical dies, I watch my soul rise.
Stars in the sky
harmonize with ancient times.
I dethrone thoughts as my soul slowly burns with small drops of ether. Achieve more guap, cause for gold most leave to squeeze Glock street keepers. I invade the product of my environment, evade the eye of the government. In the infrared ego, Mexico's retirement. I am meant to spread dialect like a virus through cyberspace. I recollect the time that's left, deep connect to my regrets. People hurt, oh the selfishness I dismiss, cause I know what righteous is. Suffering sickness can't afford the prescription. Better days seem fiction, oppression and affliction. Witnessing harsh conditions altered my decisions. When the wicked sell addiction with a few restrictions. No evidence means no conviction. No one can grasp my vision, but my grasp is on all visions through the Mayans' predictions. The way our wisdom is written.
car bombs in Mexico and leave your carcass burning as a spectacle. Zero below heart, tear your tribe apart. Spit poisonous darts, infect the nervous system, visions turn dark. I'm from where kids get marked for death, then hit. Vicious pit bulls bark, the land of the veterans. The West slopes delicate, the rest delicate. Rhyme celibates, ain't fucking with this. No benefits, get left in project tenements with the wrong fitted cat. Hidden gas revealed, get you clapped in the battlefield. You enter nameless in my sacrificial chambers. Last breath is taken, hands tainted where blood of ice ages. You go stupid like E40. I'm dying to put the AR-15 to you like Z40. Split domes and split and leave the scene gory. If you a killer bee, then I'm a swarm of hornets. El Nino storming blades, I'm honing and leave you a headless horseman. A ride riding high till the force was applied. Hey yo, check the dialect in your ear like LAPD sirens. Microphone tyrants, the comfort zone is pure violence. RDA rejects and V-necks who ain't never seen shit. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, where veterans crept, decaying fiends battle with meth, and teens with holes in their chest took their last breath. I will fear no man wherever I step. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, where veterans crept, decaying fiends battle with meth, and teens with holes in their chest took their last breath. I will fear no man wherever I step. Preciseness in the swing of the blade, dip you in gasoline, set your temple in flames. Hell's minions tapping into your brain. My slogan is pain, screams for your team in vain. Slain by the lyrical cane, trained for this terrain. Like ex-militaries moving cane, your troops get maimed. My fellow knights sustain jaguar pelts, stealth slugs melt the hand I was dealt. Like candles when life's canceled. Night vandals, shice damsels, sending kites to lifers like Brando and Godfather. Send the word and blood will spill on the curb. Fools on my side rupture your nerves, puncture your bird. Neighbors concerned, merge the tequila, burn with the herb. Ride out. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, where veterans crept, decaying fiends battle with meth, and teens with holes in their chest took their last breath. I will fear no man wherever I step. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, where veterans crept, decaying fiends battle with meth, and teens with holes in their chest took their last breath. I will fear no man wherever I step.
El sol, nuestra estrella, nuestro sistema, la Vía Láctea, nuestra cuna galáctica, donde lo invisible es maravilla increíble. Vivos o muertos, somos partes del universo. Ponte tu casco de astronauta, métete a la cápsula, eleva tu mente, tú decides lo que persigues. Controla, eleva, despega. Controla, eleva, despega. Niño, eres astronauta, viajarás de galaxia a galaxia, nunca te olvides de tu estrella.
Fuerza orgánica, transparente, cósmica, transformación mística, ideal, alucinante, suelta, rebota, sigue tu zona, usa la mente si no la pierdes. Fuerza orgánica, transparente, cósmica, transformación mística, ideal, alucinante, suelta, rebota, sigue tu zona, usa la mente si no la pierdes.
Es la burbuja gigante que crece, desprende, rodeado de nubes fosforescentes. expansión, sin designación, oscura sensación, falta de calor, belleza oculta, nébulas desnudas, comunicación mental, telepatía natural y espontánea. Estamos en la sombra de la verdad, nos duerme la eternidad. Son energías extrañas, penetran las entrañas. Tenemos tiempo para el evitar, nada que pensar, déjate llevar. La mente espiral te transporta a las dimensiones. Matemática vital, lenguaje universal, descubrimientos frecuentes, calculación, cumpliendo la misión, ejecución, visualización interior, técnica concreta, completos objetivos, transformando sentidos, contactos cercanos, movimientos lejanos, agujeros negros, túneles masivos mágicos, descubrimientos fantásticos, información desatando trillones de esferas, se multiplican con certeza, ciencia, inteligencia, alimentando la conciencia, mapa estelar, imagen visual, controla, eleva, despega. Niño, eres astronauta, viajarás de galaxia a galaxia, nunca te olvides de tu estrella.
Transformación mística, ideal alucinante, suelta, rebota, sigue tu zona, usa la mente si no la pierdes. Fuerza orgánica, transparente, cósmica, transformación mística, ideal alucinante, suelta, rebota, sigue tu zona, usa la mente si no la pierdes.